What's up guys? Today's video is going to be 4 tips for making rage beats. Alright, so here I have an example of like just a simple rage beat, kind of a destroy lonely opium type sound. This one, there's really nothing to it. I just have this lead and then that plays with some chords. That's basically the whole like melodic, the main melodic part of the beat. So the chords are like this. They're pretty repetitive. Like it's just this chord that changes each time. And then all these ones are the same. So I have this playing on this saw wave. And this pad. And then the real tip here, as far as like making a rage beat goes, is your lead. You're gonna want, like most rage beats, most like Yeet, Opium, anything like that, those type of beats, they usually have like a pretty hard sounding lead like this one. And the real tip here is to just keep the melody really simple. Like pick a range of a few notes that sound good with your chord progression and just use that. So this is what I have for mine. And then that combined with the chords and the rest of the beat. And the sound I'm actually using for this is just this Serum sound that I downloaded. Serum's really good for rage type stuff. You can look through Serum, download free presets. They have lots of stuff that's really good for rage. Alright, so my second tip for making rage beats is your chords should really carry the beat a lot of the time in rage type stuff. A lot of time you're going to hear these saw waves like I had in the last beat as well. That type of sound mixed with like a pad or something. That's the way I like to do it. But the key is to just make a good chord progression that can kind of stand on its own. Like I spent a lot of time making this one, even though it looks like it's not that crazy, you know? Don't get stuck just making like really simple chord progressions. Like for example, this could have easily just been this. Like without all the extra stuff, this is what the chord progression would be. It's really not, you know, that's fine. I mean, you could use that for something, but you know, it's really nothing special. But when you put the time in, switch up your melodies, you know, add these little notes playing on top of your chords, switch up the rhythm a little bit, little cuts here and there, stuff like that. Just that attention to detail in terms of like your chords goes a long way when you're making rage stuff, because that combined with like a little lead can create a lot of movement and rhythm in the beat. Alright, so the third tip is to use vocal chops when you're making rage beats. So the one I used in this beat is from Styx VCT. I'm pretty sure this was just a free one that I downloaded. Had a pack of a bunch of them. This is literally the first one. I just picked it, put it in, transposed it to match my key, and this is what I got. So like already that is like, you could make a whole beat out of it, just that. The message here is that it's okay to use loops. It's not like you're basing your entire beat off the loop, right? Like even without it, it's still like, there's still a beat there, you know? It's just that added piece on top. And you can also create your own if you want to, but there's so many free ones out there that are really useful, and you may as well just try using them. Sometimes it can inspire some creativity and let you make a really good beat. And plus you can create variation with the vocal chop too. Like even though this is the same one, just changing it from this to this. Just messing with it a little bit, went up an octave, put this rhythmizer on it and stuff. Just adds a little more variation, a little more character to the sound. But yeah, use vocal chops, experiment with different loops. And then my fourth tip from this same beat is about using counter melodies. So in the chords, there's sort of these melodies that I put in, like with these top notes, rather than just the bass chords. The top notes are doing different things. So you sort of hear a melody on top of it. And then the counter melody is what can make it interesting. So then this synth here is playing different notes on top of that. Even something really simple like that, like it just goes back and forth, just add some extra melody on top, plus the chords are really, that's what you want with Rage, is like lots of different melodies going on, different melodic elements. So that's something that can help with that a lot, is just use counter melodies. Like say I have one melody, even if I just use this as an example, like with this sound here. We can add a counter melody. Let's say if this was down an octave. Right, this is our main melody. You can just experiment and make a counter melody. So then with this melody on top, this counter melody, this is the main melody, this is the counter melody, right? Just like adding something extra, something different on top of your melody. That's something you want to use a lot if you're making Rage beats. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you learned something from this one, and let me know if you guys want more of this type of video in the comments. My album Intermission Is Over is out now on all platforms. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Thank you guys.